Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today, you've already seen about 5,000 videos of the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna reviews. But of course, I had to be a follower as usual and do a review myself. It is currently 9 o'clock in the morning. This is the earliest I've ever filmed for my channel, but I wanted to get a true wear test on this foundation. I'm only reviewing the foundation today because that's all my broke ass can afford. I know a lot of people would want the primer and the foundation to be used because companies typically formulate everything to go together. So in hindsight, the foundation would probably look better or apparently wear better if you were to use the primer that's supposed to go along with the foundation. But let's be real, we all can't afford every single fucking thing that comes in a launch, okay? The amount of foundations and shades that Rihanna launched was remarkable. She launched 40 different shades of this foundation, which is just unbelievable. The Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation retails for $34. It's a high-end foundation. I am not surprised by that. Gives the skin an instantly smooth, pore diffuse, shine-free finish that builds easily to a medium to full coverage. Oil-free formula is made with climate adaptive technology that's resistant to sweat and humidity. Won't clog pores whatsoever. No, read it right, Christy. Won't clog pores so that whatever you are, it's going to, is that whatever where? It is too early right now. Where's my coffee? Get your shit together. Won't clog pores so that wherever you are, it's going to work on your skin. Best of all, it's long wearing, light as air texture, is undetectable on skin, and you will always look like you. I'm excited because that means this is going to be great for oily skin. Always shake before use to activate. It's rich pigment. Do you guys really care for me to read all this? Because a lot of people were claiming that this foundation oxidizes, and that was one of the first questions I asked when I went to Sephora, because that's always like my biggest fear. When it goes on, it does look lighter because it's still drying. The true color is what it's going to look like once it's dry. So to remember to let it completely dry. If you hear somebody coughing, it's my husband. Remember to let it completely dry to find your perfect match. It does say though, deciding between two shades, try the lightest shade. I tried on several different ones, but the girl said to go with 230 and I dropped it. The girl said to go with 230, so that's what I got. Okay, so here is the actual foundation. I love the packaging on this. What is this called? Like a fogged glass type of packaging. And it has a pump, which I am always a fan of pumps so that you don't waste a lot of product. And then it says shake well, which I think is important. And after moisturizing, prep the skin with the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer for the best results. Like I said, if you're like me and you're on a budget, you're kind of picking and choosing. There was a brush that came with this foundation. Well, it didn't come with it, but that you can buy. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to think that this isn't a true review because I'm using not just the primer, but I'm also not using the foundation. I think it's all about personal preference. If you know that you're die hard for your specific makeup tools that you use every day on a daily basis when you do your makeup, then I think that's what you should use. You could also buy a makeup sponge with it. Like I said, it's just personal preference. I think we just need to get this foundation on my face. I'm gonna use 2 pumps. I'm gonna start with my favorite foundation brush and start patting this on, buffing it in. Now I'm actually gonna use another pump. I'll use 2. And then blend this on the other side of my face using a beauty blender. So I think I like the beauty blender a little bit more. So I'm just going to go over the brush side of my face. It looks pretty, and I think that the match is pretty good. I might have to drag some of it down my neck I probably could actually put some more on, but I don't want to like overdo it. But right now, it feels so good. Like, it doesn't feel sticky, it doesn't feel heavy or cakey. Like, it looks really good. So for a first impression, first time using it and putting it on, I am liking it. Right now it is 9:20 and I'm going to do the rest of my makeup and then come back, I don't know, in a couple of hours and see how it's wearing, if I'm getting oily, if it's looking cakey, whatever. And then kind of do checkups throughout the day. I'm hoping to get a good like 12-hour wear out of this. I don't know, we'll see how tired I am come 9 o'clock tonight. But yeah, so I'm gonna finish my makeup and I will see you in a couple of hours. Okay, so now I am doing my first check-in. It is 1:06. We are about to hit the 4-hour mark here in about 10 minutes or so. And I'm noticing several things about this foundation. I knew that it was going to be a matte foundation. I knew that going in. I just did not know how extreme the matte, when they say matte, how matte this foundation was going to be. This is the most matte foundation I have ever used. I know a few mistakes that I had made that I wouldn't do again. First off, I would not use a mattifying primer. I would use a cream moisturizer instead of a gel moisturizer, even though I have oily skin, because I feel like this foundation literally sucked all the moisture out of my face. I definitely would not bake my face when using this foundation. I also will not put that foundation under my eyes at all. I feel like it's gotten really crepey under my eyes just because I did have some of that foundation just under my eyes just after I put it on, and then I put the concealer on and then baked. So I just feel like I am like stupid matte at this point. I will say that it does look cakey on my face, but I think it's my fault because, like I said, I didn't realize how matte this foundation really is. There is zero oil. I mean, if there was oil peeking through, that would be ridiculous. Like, I feel like I could wear this foundation for days and or like go outside and go jogging or something. Not that I would jog because no. But I feel like if I did any kind of extracurricular activities that might make me sweat, I would still look like matte no matter what. I will wait another 3 to 4 hours and check back in. Okay, I am back for another check-in. Yes, I have another outfit on, or another shirt, and I threw a hat on. My husband and I usually do like a casual date night on Friday nights when he gets home from work. So when I first filmed this morning, I was in my PJs, and then when I did my first check-in, I had like a long sleeve shirt on. But when I just went outside, it is like blazing hot out. Like yesterday was like 60, today's like lower 80s. So I'm like, what is going on here? So I had to put a t-shirt on and throw a hat on because my hair is just having one of its days. So anyway, it is currently 4:53. We are coming up on the 8-hour mark and there's really not much of a change. I'm telling you, still matte, no oil. But like I said before, I'm just so matte that I just feel like, I mean, I'm a usual cake face, but like this is like a little much. I'm still good to go. So I will do another check-in in about, I'm hoping I'll make it to the 12-hour mark. This really is not an exciting check-in. So I will check in, like I said, about 3 or 4 hours and see how we're looking. But I have a feeling not much is going to change then either. Okay, so I am finally back for my final check-in. It is currently 9:06, so I'm actually a little oily. It's a shocker considering how matte I've been all day, but I started noticing oil in my T-zone about 7:30. It's really settled into all my lovely forehead wrinkles. 32 is a bitch. And I think it's just really settled into just all the fine lines and wrinkles and the pores. But like I said earlier in this video, I think a lot of it had to do with how I did the rest of my makeup. Because I didn't put like a ton of foundation on it. I didn't keep putting layers upon layers on. The matte on the matte on the matte, you know, using the mattifying primer, and then the foundation being so matte, and then baking with my face. I definitely will never do that again with this foundation. I actually have zero breaking up on my nose. Sometimes that can be an issue for me. Just my nose part right here just breaks up, but it has not, it is there. It has not moved. This foundation is almost like you really don't even need to set it. It's almost like when you put a foundation on and then like set it with powder, it kind of does that for you, as weird as that sounds. Overall, the shade match is great. It's like a perfect match. I don't think that's going to be an issue for anybody to find a perfect match with this foundation. I hope this video helped any of you considering buying this foundation. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And I will see you guys on my next video. Good night. Bye.